What up, unicorns? It's Eric Abrom here, and welcome to the UX Unicorns podcast. Man, I'm spitting all over myself. Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the sound should be a little different. This should be a little more sexy, a little more creamy, a little more spicy. I gotta sing every episode. Yeah, so actually, your boy went shopping. When I say I went shopping, I spent a lot of money. So, first thing you notice is that the microphone has gotten definitely way better as far as the sound goes. It's actually more professional quality. So that is awesome. If you guys can hear the difference, let me know in the comments below if you can notice a significant difference. I think I noticed a pretty good difference. The microphone that I got was the Rode Pod mic. It's about $99 on I got it from Sweetwater. Interesting thing, Rode had this microphone on back order for like 2 months. Yeah, I ordered this thing back in September. I did not get it till last week. So that's why I have not been doing my podcast or posting these videos that often. I've been actually waiting for this. And because I've been waiting for this, I've been putting off a lot of podcasts that I've been wanting to do, right? So we'll get into that about the podcast. But how was everybody's week? If you live in the United States, it's been kind of a rough week. For those who don't know, who don't live in the United States, there's been a big presidential election here between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Vice president for Donald Trump is, I think, Mike Pence, and Joe Biden's VP elect. Oops, I already gave the good news away. Is Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris. Oh my God. Look, I can't say it either. Kamala. Thank you. If you guys don't know, I live in Georgia, and yeah, Georgia's been a big, kind of a red state, and Georgia flipped and turned blue. Actually, they're still counting votes. So it's been really, really close to call. But Joe Biden did win the presidential election. I'm very excited about this. I know my wife is very happy about this as well. I think most of the country is happy about this. I don't want to get too political, but just want to express my feelings about, certain things that have been going on for the past 4 years. There's a lot of division, a lot of negativity. It's just a lot of this like hatred and stuff like that. That doesn't really bode well for us as Americans. Like, we need to be able to work together. Just like when you're at work, when you're going to go train Jiu-Jitsu, you gotta be able to work together, man. This country needs to come together and figure that out. And I think this is a good change. I think we needed something new. I know not a lot of people feel the same way. Maybe you don't, but a lot of us were just tired. You ever get that one person? Let's say you go to work every day, right? You go to work every day, and your boss just berates you. How exhausted would you feel? How stressed out would you feel? That's kind of the feeling that America has been going through. Their boss is just berating them, causing divisions. It just was zero unity. And like Joe Biden said, it's not about red states or blue states. It's about the United States. We're called the United States for a reason. We're not called blue and red states. That's not how this works. So yeah, things have changed and, made history here. I mean, Joe Biden got up to 290 electoral votes. He only needs 270 to win. Pennsylvania came through in the clutch and offered that extra 20 electoral votes that put him over the edge. They also, I think some places called Arizona and Nevada. I think they're still counting votes out there, but who the fuck knows, man? They took forever. I think it was either Nevada or Arizona was taking their quality time counting them votes. What? You guys had like 4 people in your state. Just count the votes, man. It's insane. But so it's been pretty interesting, man, this whole week. And it's just I just want to say I think it's a sign of relief, kind of stress-free now. I think everybody's just waiting to see what's going to happen. That everybody has high hopes. So hopefully this country can come together and do some great things. But anyway, let's get back to some UX stuff and some me stuff and some you stuff. But anyways, guys, I told you last week that I'm actually going to competition this month on the 21st. I'm competing at where am I competing at? So I'm competing at the international Atlanta International Open, and it's gonna be on Flow Sports. So check that out. Check your boy out. I'm fighting at Blue Belt Master 1 Heavy. And so there's only 4 dudes in my bracket. So shouts out to Steve, Robert, and Brett. Meet you guys on the mats, hopefully, if I make the weight. Yo, let me tell you something. When I signed up for the match, I was around, I think, 214. And now I'm sitting around 208. 208 without the gi. So my max weight for my division is 208 with the gi on. And I got a really light gi. The gi that I got is like 3.5 pounds. I got a brand new gi, white gi from Flow. It's freaking light. It's beautiful. It's you guys gotta go to flow.com and check out their gis, man. They got some really, really nice gis. They're so light and they just fit me really good. I'm a very tall fellow, so I have to get a certain size. So I have to get like an A3 long. And the reason why I get the long is because the pants are always really short, but then the gi top is always kind of big. I'm like, damn, I don't know what to get. But sometimes I have to throw the gi top in the pants. I can throw it in the dryer because if it shrinks down a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. It still fits me. I know most people who get a gi and they dry it, it shrinks up and they look like a toddler trying to put that gi on. Like, man, whose toddler gi are you wearing? It's mine. What happened to it? I put it in the dryer. Like, you can't dry a cheap gi. And speaking of drying gis, I got a cheap gi once. It cost like $99. Actually, it's not that cheap, but it's kind of cheap considering that most gis cost like $150 to $200. And it was a black gi. And my wife washed it and it shrunk. And the sleeves were like up to here, man. No lie. If you can't see it, I'm on camera. It's like mid forearm. It was so bad. You know what's crazy? I still wear that gi to training. And people are like, man, I can't make a grip. I'm like, yeah, that's by design. I don't want you to grip me. So it basically fits like a t-shirt. But yeah, so blue belt, master 1, male, heavy. 4 guys in my division. And how these brackets shape out is it's a 4-man bracket at this point, and basically everybody gets a medal, right? It's one of those weird things because like there's a first place, there's a second place, and then there's a tie for third place. The reason why there's a tie for third place because you do not compete for third place. You only compete for first place. So what do I mean by that? So there's 2 dudes on each side. Those 2 dudes go at it. The winner of each one of those sides, they go together and they fight in the championship. The 2 losers, they don't compete for third. They just tie for third, which is pretty cool. If it's like your first time competing, you're guaranteed a medal. So that's the one good positive thing about this tournament is that I'm guaranteed a medal, whether that's gold, silver, or bronze. So, no pressure on me. I'm just really excited just to get out there and test my jiu-jitsu and see if my jiu-jitsu is up to par. So I've been training for a long time. I've been training for about 4 years, going on 5 years, and I never competed. I never had any desire to compete. And I think at one point, just some people in my gym who are competing, that people always ask me like, Aaron, when are you going to compete? When are you going to compete? I'm like, I don't want to compete. I'm older now. I don't have that desire. I only got to do jujitsu for self-defense, but the school is turning more towards a competition type of school. And so like people are competing and always asking me, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just test myself. Let me get out of my comfort zone. And that's what it's all about too, right? It's getting out of your comfort zone. I think that's why most people either try jujitsu or even go into a new career field. Like they're getting out of their comfort zone. You know, they're testing, you know, who they are as a person. So I just want to be able to go to competition, you know, test my jujitsu, win or lose. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna make a few good friends after the fact. You know, there's some high level guys there. There's a ton of black belts there because you know the black belts compete as well. And I'm just looking just to make some friends, man, make some connections, and that's more or less what it is. It's like just going out and just trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone, and that's what I want to do. I've been training very hard right now. I've been going to jujitsu about 3 times a week, doing to the gi classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Also picking up some actually signed up for Orange Theory with my wife, which is pretty cool. I found out I'm actually more in shape than I thought. Uh yeah, we're like running 1 or 2 miles is nothing for me, especially on those treadmills. It feels like a trampoline. Let's just be honest. The only thing that really gets me in Orange Theory are those. Let me know if this is you too. Let me know if this is you too. But those freaking rowers. Oh my God. Goosebumps. Man, the freaking rower, dude, that thing kills me every freaking time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. We went today and I did about a mile in like 13 minutes, 13, 15 minutes. I forget. But that's pretty good, honestly, but not that great. I'm trying to hit at least one of these days. I'm going to hit a 6 minute mile. Actually did a 5 minute mile when I was in fifth grade. No lie. I was that dude. Fifth grade, tons of cardio. Insane. But anyway, the freaking rower, every time I get on this rower, I have the worst form because I'm either straining my neck or my back. Can somebody teach me how to do a row technique on a water rower? Please, 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 please. I'm tired of like my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Ezekiel, get over here. You can sit it right now for a pack of Nihilators and some M&Ms. All right, Smokey. Anyway, so this week has been crazy, man. I actually took the day off on Friday from work. My wife and I went out to this really, really nice steakhouse, Latin steakhouse in some city I don't know. We just would take a little day trip out of it. We actually drove to Athens to check out the University of Georgia. Interesting campus. Interesting campus. Uh, Probably because I've never been there. I don't know where anything is located. It's really hard to navigate. There's tons of people everywhere, even though COVID's popping. But you know what? The cool thing about it is it kind of reminds me of Savannah, like downtown Savannah, like their little downtown area. We went to this place, this little donut place. I forget the name of it. It was so good. Like they had these donuts there, and they were hot. They put fruity pebbles on top. I got one with like a maple glaze and some bacon sprinkles. Oh my God. I'm like a fat kid. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be losing weight, guys. So when I cheated on my diet, I cheated on my diet hardcore. Hardcore. Because not only did I eat donuts, I ate a steak, I ate mashed potatoes, I can't even talk. I'm so thirsty, I'm so hungry. I actually ate a boneless ribeye, 16 ounces, some mashed potatoes with some kind of like chili pepper or something in it. It was so damn good. It kind of was sweet. I thought it was like, um, not not yams, but sweet potato. I thought it was like sweet potato was so good. And so I had that. Look, I'm not proud of my cheat day. I went in, and then we went to Kroger, got some wine, Moscato, of course. Got to drink it sweet, and also I got some strawberry shortcake. Man, I felt like one of those characters in Fat Camp with Ben Stiller. Yes, I need to go. Dodgeball. Man, did they do dodgeball? No, I'm doing like two different videos, two different movies. Anyway, that's what happened on Friday. It was a great Friday. I did not work out. I did not do jujitsu. I ate like a fat kid, and I need to lose like 4 pounds. And by the 20th, I need to lose 4 pounds. It's not too bad. I think somebody said I could like probably sweat out most of that weight, but I really don't want to go into competition dehydrated and like pull a muscle or do some weird crap like that. So I'm gonna try to burn it off as like fat. So that's where I'm at. So for today, guys, I want to talk about something that I've been holding off on talking about for a while because I wanted to get my new microphone in for one, but also could be a little you know what? I'm not gonna say that. Remember last week when I talked about, should you sign up for a UX bootcamp? And I was talking about, people trying to get things for free and investing in themselves. And most people, have commented and said, like, you know what? I do agree with like investing in yourself, but at the same time, I've been burned in the past. So I'm definitely gonna be looking for some free items. Like, look, like I said before you guys jumped in the comments and was, getting all butthurt about it. I don't really care what path you take. What I was just saying was, you know, you got to invest in something, right? I might have been harping on the monetary part of the investing part, not like a stock or a bond, but you got to invest something into it. It could be time. It could be the amount of time you're going to take to learn this new skill. It could be some money, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to buy something. And the people who are, talking crap in the comments, like, yeah, I did this and did that. I'm definitely looking for free stuff. I also took some courses on Udemy. Like, you do know that you paid for those, right? Like, you're gonna pay for some sort of course to somebody to teach you how to do this thing. Like, yeah, you can go out and get all the free assets you want. That's fine. I don't care. Go out and do it. But at the same time, you're going to pay for something. You're going to invest in something, whether it's money or time. And that's all I was saying. And what I was also saying was time is also money. So if you could invest in some money, you can probably shorten the amount of time you have to learn, like investing in a boot camp. I'm not saying to invest in a boot camp. I'm just saying that is an option. But speaking of boot camps, you like that segue? Speaking of boot camps, so I want to ask a question to all the UXers out there, fresh UXers, people who've been in the game for 10, 20, 30 years, people who've been in the game for 10 days. I don't care how long you've been in the game. This is my question for you. The suspense is killing me. Yes. Is UX design the new gold rush? Answer that question for me. Just sit down in your car, in your dorm room or at work, and ask yourself that question. If you're a UX person, you're going into UX. Is UX design the new gold rush? Why do I say that? Why do I say that UX design is the new gold rush? Where do I go? Let me explain. Before we get into the whole like, oh, the gold rush wasn't real or whatever the hell, look, I'm not talking about whether a gold rush is real. I'm just talking about how people back in the day when there was a gold rush, right? People wanted to go to California to mine gold to get rich, right? But when they got there, those people didn't get rich, right? Who were the people who got rich from the gold rush? Who were the people, guys, who were the people who got rich from the gold rush? The people selling the equipment. The people selling the shovels, those were the people who got rich from the gold rush, not the actual people going to California and mining the gold. So, Eric, how the hell does that relate to UX design? And well, I'm going to explain it to you. So, how it relates to UX design is UX design is this career path where you don't have to have a true, like, formal education. Let's say, like, I don't know, accounting. You probably need an accounting degree or a certification to be an accountant, right? Okay. Teacher, you probably need some sort of teaching degree or some sort of teacher certification to be a teacher. Uh, you need a freaking law degree to be a lawyer. You need a PhD to be a PhD or a doctor. You need some kind of medical degree to be a doctor, right? All those examples require a specific education to do that particular world. In UX, there's not that. You can be from any walk of life. You can come from any background to go into UX. And because that is, there has been an influx of people wanting to get into UX design. And you ask these people, like, why do you want to get into it? People say, oh, I just want something different. I want something I want to change. What they really want to say is like, oh, I can make way more money doing UX versus my current job. I'm an example of that, right? So why would you not want to go into UX? Because there's like this barrier of entry that basically anybody with like a design background, psychology background, industrial design background, web background, even you could even be a damn school counselor background, as long as you have like a degree in something. Some people go into UX and they were like a former lawyer, right? So any particular background, not gonna say any, just most backgrounds, you can translate over into user experience. And I think that is what makes user experience one of the most attractive, because I can take what I already learned or what I already have and try to apply it to my new career field while obtaining some new skills. So I don't have to completely throw away everything that I've just done for the past 10 years. I can still use those items, right? And because of that influx and because of that barrier of entry that anybody with a background, well, most people with certain backgrounds can get into UX, there has been a mad influx of freaking boot camps, right? This is how this episode ties into the episode last week. Make sure you go check that last week's episode out. So because of that, there's been a huge influx of UX boot camps, online courses offering you UX education. Why? Because there are not many formal degrees, right? Actually, there's only just been a few formal degrees created. So like I think some universities are even hopping on this bandwagon, right? So now universities are seeing what the online boot camps are doing and say like, hey, there's a market here. There's a market for people who want to learn user experience, and this user experience is such a brand new field. It's going to be an influx of people that come in and want to do it. Why don't we capitalize on those people who want to learn? AKA the shovel, right? And the gold is that education. And that's the allure that new UXers or fresh UXers have. They have this allure to want to go into user experience, but how are they going to learn it? oh, I got the tools right here. I got what you need right here, aka online boot camps. And so there's been so many boot camps popping up. I kind of want to figure out how many there are, right? So I just found this list. Um, Let me see how many it is. You got General Assembly. And oh, by the way, remember last week, remember last episode I talked about investing. You know, it's up to the individual what they want to invest, whether that's time or money. Me, I invested both. So take that with a grain of salt. Don't say like, "Oh my God, Eric said to spend $10,000." I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say spend that money. I said it's up to you if you want to go that route. But I'm looking at these online boot camps, and some of these damn boot camps cost as much as a master's degree. So General Assembly was one of them. That's one, and their price is $3,950 up front. I've always heard that this one costs at least 15 grand. Yeah, General Assembly is way more than this. I don't know why they're not mentioning that. You can get a UX design job boot camp by the Interaction Design Foundation. Theirs is $8,000. But they do have a like on demand courses that you could take. I think it's like 200 bucks a year. I could be wrong about that too. So number 3, Career Foundry. That's another one. That one costs about 7 grand. It's crazy. The one that I took, Springboard, they have 2 different options. They have the UX course certification and the UI UX one. The UI UX one, that bitch is about 10 grand. I think the one I took was about 5. You have Block. It's the 5th one. Theirs costs about 10 grand and duration of 8 months. Oh yeah, and also these things are like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. That's a long time. Okay, so Block was the 5th one. The 6th one is, never heard of this one. Flatron? Flatiron? Boy, I didn't know how to read. Dude, Flatiron, number 6. This one's 16,000. Yeah, I'm not paying for that. I might as well just go ahead and get a master's degree for 4 more thousand. Jesus Christ, guys. Design Lab is number 7. This one's going for about 6-7 grand. Jeez. There's some in here that are not mentioned. Like Georgia Tech is one. Some of the universities like Kent State are offering this. Some other schools are offering some boot camps. So you guys kind of get what I'm getting at, right? When I say UX design is the new gold rush. And all of us fresh UXers are the gold miners going to California in hopes of getting gold, right? Why do I say that? Because, let's just say you do one of these boot camps, right? And you do pay this $5,000 to $16,000, right? That's just the range that I see here. And let's say that you pay this money, you spend your 6 to 10 months. That's the range that I've seen. And you never get a job in user experience. How does that make you feel? Okay. Let's say you do get a job in user experience, but it took you a whole year to get that job. How would you feel from graduating to that year? Let's say, you graduate, you never get a job, you never get a full-time gig, and all you do is like freelance. How does that make you feel? So with this UX course thing, like what is your goal? Is your goal to learn user experience, get a full-time gig? I honestly think that's everybody's goal in the beginning, right? I have some friends who have done UX boot camps and they go off to do their own thing or partner up with somebody and they do their own thing together. And to me, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, and I also know some people to this day who have never, ever got a job in user experience. I'm not saying that to discourage anyone. I'm just being realistic. And it's sad to me. I think I mentioned that in podcast episode 1 or 2 about this. You know, when I used to go to these UX meetups before, you know, COVID shut it all down and everybody's going online now. You know, I would meet people and they would say, I'm like, hey, you know, when did you do a boot camp? Like, oh, I did a boot camp a year ago. I'm like, a year ago? Like, yeah. I'm like, are you working? They're like, no, I'm still looking for a job. I'm like, oh. I'm like, wow. That kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That kind of scared me. And that worry has to come from everyone, right? But who does not care about that worry? These damn UX boot camps, these online courses, these people who are selling you shovels, man. And that's why I say, you know, UX design to me is the next gold rush. Reason why is because there's a bunch of education out there to teach you user experience. Some good, some not so good. I think that's up to you to determine or assess what is good for you. Like, what route do you want to take? Some people want to focus on just the user experience side of things. Some people want to dive deep into the UI design side of things. Some people want to go more into strategy. Some people want to go more into research. Some people want to go more into strategy. Did I already say strategy? Research. I think I said research already. But you know what I notice? A lot of people who go into user experience from another field, a lot of those people go into user experience. I always ask them, like, so what is the thing that you want to do out of this whole user experience thing? And like 99% of them say research. I wonder why. I always wonder why. Why do all those people say, I want to focus more on the research side of things? I want to focus more on the strategy side of things. Basically, what they're saying is, I don't want to do visual design. I don't want to do UI design. I don't want to do colors because I'm not good at that. That's what they're telling me. They're saying like, hey, I'm not good at doing the visuals. I'm not good at putting together a design system. I'm not good translating my wireframes into a digestible, piece of work that a user can actually use and get some delight from. That's what they're telling me. And I go to tell them, you need to work on that. Right? Because user experience, I was gonna say this in my other podcast, but the age of the generalist is kind of over, right? The age of only doing research, the age of only doing the wireframes and the fronts, all the shit that you do before the visuals, that's over. The age of only doing the visual design, the UI design, that's over, man. Because you need to be a contributing factor to your team. You need to be able to offer a lot of things to your team. Because there's going to be a need for your skill set, whether that's a skill set you're learning or the skill sets you've already learned, right? Because if we have a team of only special, did I say the age of the generalist is over? No, I said the age of the specialist is over. Man, Let me backtrack on that. So the age of the specialist is over, not the generalist. I apologize. Let's get on with our lives. The specialist is gone. Unless you work for a particularly gigantic company like a Google, like a Facebook, like a Airbnb, like those particular companies probably need a specialist because they're so gigantic. They have the budget to make that happen. But most companies don't have budgets to just make a person do one particular job. Just to be honest. That's why you see in most job posts, they're looking for a damn unicorn. Haha, no pun intended. UX unicorns, uglyunicorns.com. Check it out. So most companies are looking for a unicorn, but not looking for a high skilled unicorn. I would say like this. You have your core thing that you could do really well, whether that's research, visuals, strategy, whatever. That's your hub. But you need to be able to have these, different spokes that come out just in case there is a need for one of those spokes. Right? Because if there's a need for one of those spokes and that need becomes even bigger, even bigger, even bigger, now you're being looked at like, man, this person can only do research? We got to find somebody that can do research and the visuals. We need somebody that could do both because we can't afford to pay this person to only do visuals and this person to only do the research. We need somebody that can come in and kind of do a little bit of both. They might be able to do the research very well, but they can do enough to get the point across, or they might not be able to do the visuals very well, but they do enough to make it be like, it's pretty good. You don't ever want to be that person on the job where they go to ask like, hey, can you do XYZ? And you're like, nah, I can't do that. Well, hell, why not? Oh, I never learned it. Well, you about to now. So I would rather this has just always been my mindset. Like I've worked for many different companies. I've owned my own business. I've done a lot of different things as far as marketing, sales, design, research, all sorts of things, taxes, all sorts of stuff. Video as well, photography. Look at my video setup now. If you haven't noticed, it's a little different. Y'all like my segues? Y'all like my little segues? I won't be on this one too long. But anyway, for those who are only listening, thank you for listening, first of all. And you get to listen to this silky Luther Vandross voice. It just melts in your pocket, not in your hand. No, melt in your mouth. I don't know. It's like candy. Anyway, if you can't see, I got the lights a little different. I got the grid on, so it's highly focused on me, and then I got the background popping. And speaking of popping, I love popcorn. Anyways, moving on. And also, did you know movie theaters are open again? Yes, I will go. Anyways, so back to UX Bootcamps again. So I know I talked about UX Bootcamps in my last podcast, but I just want to pose that question to a lot of you. Is user experience the next gold rush? Is user experience going to become something that's similar to what happened to graphic design, where it gets commoditized and there's a website and people go on there and participate and greatly devalue the job, right? You guys know me. I talked about graphic design for the longest. My negativity towards that cannot be further explained, but we all know what happened to the graphic design industry. Anybody could be a graphic designer. Joe Schmo could be a graphic designer. All he has to do is go on Fiverr, and now he's a designer. Now he's selling logos for $1, where I charge $3 to $5,000 for a logo if I do logos again. So FYI, look, I'm going on a little tangent. For all my family members out there, all my friends, everyone, please do not tag me in your Facebook post when somebody says, hey, I need a designer to design a logo for me. Please, please stop tagging me. I do not want to make logo for a random person who cannot afford me. What is the point? First of all, if you are on Facebook, first of all, if you're on Facebook in your, what's it called again? In your post, and you're saying like, hey, started a new company, need somebody to design my logo, you don't have a budget. You need to go on Fiverr because I see it happening all the damn time and it gets on my damn nerves. I don't want to be mean, so I'm going to put it in the podcast. So hopefully somebody can see this or hear this and be like, okay, I get it. I get it. Don't do it. Because check this out. I think it was like last month. My brother Josh tagged me in a I can't. I can't with this, man. I'm so tickled. My brother last month, my brother Josh. Josh, what's up? Shouts out. Heads up. This is coming on you. He put one of his friends was like, hey, need a logo. And my brother tagged me. He said, at Eric, he can help you. And I typed underneath his, it's like, thanks, Josh. Along the lines of, she can't afford me, but thank you. Dude, she replied back. Is this thing still recorded? she replied back and said, LOL, Eric knows my budget. I'm like, boom, there it is. There it is. Stop tagging me, man. Stop tagging me in your stupid graphic design posts. I don't want to make a logo for random people. And I don't want to make a logo for you. I'm done. I hung that graphic design shoes up a long time ago. You guys ever been to a neighborhood? I don't know where, the hood, Chicago, Los Angeles. I don't know where hoods be. But anyway, you ever been to like a neighborhood? You go in the neighborhood and there's like a pair of like Nikes on the power line. You ever seen those? Well, that's my graphic design career, damn it. It's up on the power line. I retired them shits. It's done. We're over. Stop tagging me. I don't want to make a poster for you. I don't want to design a logo for you. I don't want to make a website for you. I don't want to do any of that shit. If you ain't coming with 5 bands just to talk, I ain't messing with you. Honestly, it's going to cost you $3 to $5 grand just to get a conversation with me about some design, and you can't even afford that. So I would suggest that you stop. Just stop doing it. Speaking of, oh man, this podcast is going off the rails, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I just want to know that, what you guys think about my topic here, UX design being the next gold rush, the new gold rush, or the current gold rush. Some people said the newest gold rush, the next gold rush was going to be like software development or people who code. I'm gonna be honest with you. Coding takes a certain type of brain to do, and that brain does not live in here, does not live under this hat at theunicorns.com. I'm just saying, I'm just saying it does not live in this brain because I've tried to code. I just tried to do basic HTML, CSS code, and boy, I went to sleep. I do not have the brain power to sit there. And first of all, I can't spell nor type very well. So every time I would make a website, I would misspell one word and the whole damn site's broken. I'm like, where is it? Because I can't spell good. All the words look correct anyway. What you talking about, man? Dang. Oh no. Anyways, I'm hungry. Look, I've been working out since this morning, and I've already walked 14,796 steps, 7.35 miles. I've burned today alone. Oh, I also did 14 floors. I have 69 minutes of active minutes. Actually, 167 of active minutes. I've burned today in calories. You will be proud of me. Let me see. 3,329 calories and counting, and it's only 6 o'clock. I think I'm gonna burn at least 3,500 calories, and that is equivalent to a pound. Holla, your boy's on his way to losing that 4 pounds and making that weight for his jiu-jitsu competition, because they do weigh-ins before you get on the mat, from what I hear. And if you don't make weight, you get disqualified. I don't think you get your medal if you disqualify, because you did not compete. So that's why I'm not eating as much as I should. And also, I made some really good pasta today. I know. I know. You just said you're losing weight, you're making pasta. That don't make no sense. But anyways, we went to Trader Joe's. I like to call Trader Joe Trader Joe's. My wife and I, it's an inside joke. Haha. You laughed. Anyway, with the Trader Joe's. And I love black truffle. I love truffle anything. Truffle burger, truffle fries, truffle whatever. And Trader Joe's has out for the winter black truffle Alfredo sauce. Oh my gosh. Goosebumps. Oh my God. Dude, they have black truffle Alfredo sauce at Trader Joe's. Boy, I got 4 of them. I got 4 jars. I ain't playing with them. I never know when I'll never know when they gonna like return it or bring it back. I don't know. So we went there. I got 4 jars of that. Only used 2 for my meal. I got some portobello mushroom. I got some onion. I got some chicken thighs. And so I cooked the chicken thighs. I chopped those bad boys up. Fresh stir, fry. Boom. Cook the mushrooms. Get all the moisture out. Put some salt and pepper. Holla. Chop the onion up. Put that in the mushroom. Boom. Cook that down. Render that down. Get all the water out. Throw the chicken back in. Throw the chicken back in the pot. Why? Because you want that to make food. Wait, what am I trying to say? You want that to make flavor babies. You want flavor babies. Put that in there. Boom. In my Dutch oven, by the way. Hey, don't sleep on a Dutch oven, bruh. You can do everything in one pot. Actually, I use 2 pots. But anyway, you could do everything in one pot. Put that back in there. Boom. Oh, did I tell you I already cooked the pasta? I cooked the pasta, drained it. It's off to the side. Take the 2 jars of black truffle Alfredo. My voice is cracking. I'm on it. I'm about to go get a bowl right now. You take the black truffle Alfredo sauce. You put that in with the mushroom, chicken, and onion. You stir that around. You get it all hot. You go get your pasta that you set to the side. You put that in the pot in your Dutch oven. Don't sleep on it. You mix that up. Put it in a bowl. Eric? Okay, you put it in a bowl. How'd you put it in a bowl? I used a scooper, duh. Anyway, put it in a bowl. Bam. What to do next is this. I didn't tell you about this part here, but what you do next is this. You get some Parmesan cheese. I'm not talking about the sprinkle one. Nah, man. I ain't talking about sprinkle Parmesan. I'm talking about the Parmesan that's already shredded. It's already shredded. You put the Parmesan on top of that. Oh my God. And you take some parsley. You take the dried parsley. You little sprinkle. Oh my God, it's so good. My mouth is watering as we speak. Hey man, I'm trying to get a record deal and go on Iron Chef. Iron Chef America, beat Bobby Flay, Kitchen Nightmare. I don't know. Your boy got some talents, and cooking is probably one of them. Boy. Oh, did I tell you I went to the University of Georgia? Oh, yeah, I did tell you that. We also went to their botanical garden. Pretty cool. If you guys want to take a look, if you're in Georgia and you live close to the Athens area, I suggest you go to that botanical garden. It's like trails everywhere. It's pretty cool. Not many flowers. Basically all dead. It's wintertime. What do you expect? Well, basically we went out there just to hang out, and also I took some headshots of my wife, some portraits, because I do photography. If you didn't know, I do a lot of things. I think I do too many things. That's why they call me the ugly unicorn. I can do it all, but it won't be pretty. I'm just saying, I can do it. I can do it, but it ain't gonna be pretty. It could be pretty ugly, but it'll be functional. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Anyways, also, this week, as far as UX related, I had a one-on-one with a lady. She wanted me to review her portfolio, and it went pretty good. So I'm going to offer the same courtesy to all those listeners out here. If you guys want me to review your portfolio, please feel free to email me at info@uglyunicorns.com. Send me the link, and I can either review it with you, or I can do a video review, and everybody can watch the video. I will be honest. I'm going to be truthful with you. I won't be blunt. I won't sugarcoat things, because I ain't your damn mama. And I don't care about your feelings. Really? I don't. If it looks bad, it looks bad. If it looks good, it looks good. I'm going to be black and white. It's up to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got to get that record deal. I keep telling y'all, man, every podcast we going to hit a new high note every podcast. Hit them high notes. But anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to offer you guys that. If you guys want me to review your portfolio, let me know. And I know a lot of you guys have been hitting me up on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Yo, I do appreciate you guys for hitting me up. I've been busy. I'll get back to you. And if it's a question, excuse me. And if it's a question that a lot of people can benefit from, I'll probably do a video on it so everybody can gain some knowledge from that. But that's what the podcast is about today. Having a little too much fun today. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's links down below to different podcast links that you guys can go listen to podcasts wherever you listen to podcasts. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, go ahead and rate the podcast 5 stars. We're trying to make moves this year for the rest of the year and on until next year. And also, if you haven't already done so, make sure you go to uglyunicorns.com. There's some cool things there. Check it out. If you want to. Not a big deal. But also I'm thinking about doing some UX tutorials as well with Adobe XD. I got a brand new Mac today, 16-inch. I am so excited. This thing is a beast. The only thing I don't like right now is that my freaking Wacom tablet right here is not working on it. I can't figure out why. If you guys want it, let me know. It doesn't work. I'm gonna have to get a new one or figure out something. This thing is trash. But anyway, probably use my mouse for now. I have this mouse, right? I also have another Wacom over here that I use for work. It's mine though. I've not used a mouse in probably like 5 years. You know how hard it is to use a mouse if you have not used one in a long time? It is a struggle bus. I use the Wacom tab because it's more organic. It had that nice feel. So, oh, actually, it does work. I take it back. I'm sorry, Wacom. It works. I fixed it. You did nothing. All right, it works. Here we go. But anyways, if you guys, like I said before, I'm thinking about doing some YouTube tutorials on some UX, some visual stuff. I know a lot of people out there have struggles with visuals, visual design, putting together design systems, creating landing pages, and other like apps. The reason why I say that is based off the portfolios I've already viewed thus far. A lot of you could use some help in the visual department. I'm going to do some free videos for you guys. It's for everyone. This is not geared towards one person, so I don't want to make one video for one person. This is going to be for everyone who needs out there who needs some help visually. Because, that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years of my life. I was doing, basically visual design. And I just want to do something cool for you guys. Let me know what you are actually struggling with when it comes to the visual parts of user experience, whether that's, composition, color, typography, how you're doing your layout, hierarchy. Let me know in the comments, what you're really struggling with, and I'll do a video on it so everybody can gain some knowledge from it. I don't want to hold anybody back. But anyways, God, I've been talking for damn near an hour. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. And I probably need to do like 5 more push-ups before I go to bed tonight. I keep hitting my microphone. It's all good. But anyway, let me go. But anyways, let me know how the audio sounds. So it sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. But anyways, in the comments, in the description below of this podcast episode on YouTube, you will see the links to the podcast, like not Amazon, Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, etc. So make sure you check those out and support your boy. Anyways, guys, I'm about to dip. I'm about to give me some food. Yeah, crazy week. Anyways, like I always say, don't just be a unicorn. Be an ugly unicorn. Peace.